Was eigentlich mit Maya und Pearly mal so nebenbei? Maya müsste ja immer noch da drüben sein und Pearls ist verschwunden. Wobei ich ja argumentiere, dass Pearls auf der anderen Seite sein müsste. Ups, das ist nicht ein Foto von Pearls, hoffentlich. Wo ist denn die Karte? Ich komme immer durcheinander, weil die ganzen Fotos alle dasselbe Bild haben. Ah ja, da. Es hieß ja, Pearls wurde nirgendwo gefunden seit der letzten Nacht. Dann muss sie ja eigentlich auf der anderen Seite sein, weil das ist ja das Einzige, wo noch keiner nachgucken konnte. Oder sie ist in den Fluss gefallen, aber das wäre ein bisschen zu düster, selbst für den finalen Fall. So, 2:43 Uhr, Dusky Bridge. Wir sind wieder Phoenix. Okay, wobei Edgeworth sein eigentlich auch ziemlich cool war. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face.
Or maybe Viridian in artist speak.
Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit.
How's your temperature now?
Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Was ist denn das in unseren normalen Zahlen? Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shichi Shito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Knapp 9. Oh, das würde ich aber nicht unbedingt mit 39 Grad da rumlaufen. Another sword, huh?
Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat.
Oh, cool. Gamschuh kriegt also demnächst eine neue Jacke. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Huh. That is probably for the best. Wow, lächelt. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background, naturally.
You mean Iris, sir?
I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu. Adieu, right. Take care. Wir sehen uns bestimmt nochmal.
Guess I should get moving too.
Why? Do you need to be somewhere?
Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side.
Ah, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple.
But don't worry, pal. Don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know.
Was wollen die denn jetzt da machen? Irgendwie eine andere Brücke bauen? Können die nicht irgendwie mit einem Helikopter da drüben landen oder sowas? Thank you, Gamschuh.
No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cover of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off.
Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Okay. Back to evidence collecting. Gucken wir uns mal direkt hier um. Sorry, gerade eine Nachricht bekommen. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Okay. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. Weiß Phoenix denn auch, dass die verschwunden ist? Ich glaube, bisher weiß das nur Edgeworth, oder? Könnte natürlich sein, dass er das jetzt absichtlich nicht gesagt hat, damit Phoenix nicht noch mehr damit Phoenix sich eher auf den Rest konzentrieren kann und sich nicht noch mehr Sorgen macht, als eh schon. Wobei, so besonders viele Sorgen hat er sich ja auch nicht gemacht, weil das Maya bis gerade hin vergessen hatte. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Das stimmt. Wir erinnern uns hoffentlich an Teil 1. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. A kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Asakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, man. So I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there, but I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya is okay. I really do. Okay. Wo gehen wir hin? Erstmal Heavenly Hall. Ist ja gleich hier unten. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Lorries! I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Moment, ich kann mich ja nochmal umgucken. Vielleicht ist er da drin. Das wär's doch. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean lucky not to be dead. These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. Ja, es ist irgendwie ein bisschen total nervig. So, passt überhaupt nicht zum Rest. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Oh, I've got to think of the kittens. Look at this graffiti, scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. Ja, das ist aber jetzt sehr schön geredet. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spend a night in this little freezing shack, you'll probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. Ich meine, wenn Larry diese zwei Bilder hier auch gemalt hat, ist er aber tatsächlich gar nicht mal so schlecht. Sollte er vielleicht mal dabei bleiben. Okay, Hazakura Temple main gate. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. Uh-oh. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. I'll make you famous. Grah! Enough. A fool's fool, foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Ja, klar, ganz genau. Was machst du denn hier? Wouldn't you agree? Phoenix, right. Me? Wait a second, I know you. You're, ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Kann es sein, dass er sich jetzt an die ranmacht? Ja, genau, Patrick. Das Gefühl habe ich auch gerade. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. And I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her she needs to model from a new picture book. Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Yeah, certainly not gonna buy that. Yeah. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh, just like that dude with the red underwear. Dude with red underwear? Was? Ach so, wie Superman. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. Which leaves us with her. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix, right? Okay, hello. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record naturally. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason: revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13, totally believable. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now he is gone from this world. Wie, ist er tot? Der ist doch ins Gefängnis. Achso, haben die ihn hingerichtet wahrscheinlich. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. That's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Oh, no smirking. No whipping the sig. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth, make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were... It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer eggs, you know. I went over the whole case file on the... whole case file. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read. You know? Read. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers? Nope. The only thought in my mind was I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Vielleicht hier noch irgendwas. Oh Gott, jetzt haben wir so viel Zeug zum Präsentieren. Ach du Scheiße. Okay. Willst du schon mal nichts zu sagen? Ach so, I refuse to help you. About this? Oh, I refuse to help you, Phoenix Wright. Should have known better than to try. Das heißt wahrscheinlich, dass egal was wir machen. Wie wär's mit dir selbst? Auch nicht. Okay. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Stimmt, das muss ich immer probieren. Huh, still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Damn. Gut gekontert. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night. This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. Oh. You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh wow, is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow! Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? Das musst du grad sagen. It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours. Okay. Okay, Larry will sie auch nicht haben. Dann gehen wir mal da rein. That was one long sigh. Oh. Sister Bikini?
My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I?
I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well.
Mystic Elise. Now that I think about it.
There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too.
That little girl? You don't mean Pearls? Do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident.
Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Yeah, well, now you know.
I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself.
Are you talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning.
I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who testified after me.
I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself.
When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand.
I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, it can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Inner Temple. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple, is that correct? Ja, das kann ja eigentlich auch nicht sein.
That's right, I'm sure it was Iris.
But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple.
I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night.
But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. Ja, genau.
I am so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Cool, das hat ja noch gefehlt. Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
Super. Du machst uns echt Mut. We've got to get Maya out of there fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island? How so?
Well, the only thing on that side of the ridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest.
I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either. You're horrible at giving me hope.
Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does.
God. Please, Gumshoe, get that damn bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something?
No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Junim.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know her ways.
Darum geht's doch gar nicht.
Or her bust size for that matter.
No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with, you idiot. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dumb, Mr. Wright. Mr. Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Junim as Mystic Elise.
Oh.
Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
Oh, we address all our visitors as Mystique. Mystique, it makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Oh, what the fuck? It seems Miss Elise Junim was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Junim on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all gotta be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head is throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Junum on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training.
Yeah, the one where you helped so much.
I didn't see the little dolly even once after we'd finished eating dinner.
The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Okay, wollen wir noch ein bisschen hier umgucken. I've only seen a layout like this when I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, this Hibachi Brazier really puts out a lot of heat. Da frage ich mich immer, was da im Japanischen voll steht. Bei solchen Fällen. Wo sie bestimmt in der Übersetzung halt irgendwas sich aus den Fingern gezogen haben, warum Phoenix sowas überhaupt kennt. Während es im Originalspiel ja vielleicht nicht ganz so ungewöhnlich für ihn sein sollte, weil das Original ja in Japan spielt. Just thinking about how happy we were sitting here eating pot roast and gravy. I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kind of like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them, except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read these walls. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Kurain Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. Okay, das war wohl alles. Können wir irgendwas präsentieren? I was wondering about this.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to perceive reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an image.
Ach, das wieder. Yes, Ingshi makes an exception for fine dining. Oh shit, das war ja das Ding. Da kann ich eigentlich erstmal direkt sein lassen. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Junum had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Na gut, da haben wir jetzt noch nichts. About this picture. That old thing. I always turn prototypes away in the past. Ich guck mal, das... Ah ja, das hatten wir schon. Iris was so insistent this time. Iris. Das ist ja auch komisch. Warum wollte Iris unbedingt, dass dieses Foto gemacht wurde? Must be the center of attention. I find that kind of hard to believe. Ich sollte mal gucken, irgendwas von den neuen Sachen noch.
This crystal sphere. It's not from a demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose.
If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Junim's stuff.
Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. Honestly, it's like the end of the world.
It's not a good thing, that's for sure.
To think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art.
Huh?
If that's the sort of standard you need for the arts these days, I could be a pop diva.
Sure, but what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that?
It's definitely the end of the world.
Okay. Da nichts zu... About this photograph.
Oh yes, those are our snowmobiles tracks, all right. I would know them anywhere.
But there's only one set, which means the rider went out while it was still snowing and came back after it had stopped. That's really the only logical explanation, I suppose. Das hatten wir, glaube ich, schon vor dem Fall gehabt, ja. Haben wir noch irgendwas Neues hier bekommen?
You must be very happy to have such a fine mentor.
Mentor? No, he's just a friend.
Oh, you naughty devil, always did joke around you. Oh, he seemed like a lovely young man, like the kind you can always count on.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him. Hat sie zu ihr auch noch was zu sagen?
You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright? Ho, ho, ho.
Friends?
Not fancy-pansy painters one thing, but whipping the judge is just bad form.
Well, do you think you could go drill that into her head for me, please? Okay. Ach ja, hier können wir auch noch hin. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. And this is where I stepped on her belly. Oh well. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Fangen wir mal wieder links an. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. With all the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Miss Junium's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Yeah, isn't this? The Shichishito. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand, but it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Ja, das stimmt. Wahrscheinlich. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. Ja, es wurde ja gesagt, dass das Fenster hier auch zu dem Raum führt. 10. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Junium was pushed from the top of the wall? Naja, wenn auf der anderen Seite ein Main Hall ist und dann bringt jemand die Leiche mit dem Snowmobil hier hin und wirft sie über die Wand drüber, kommt dann selber hier hin und haut ihr das Schwert in den Rücken. Das könnte doch sein. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. You don't say. I didn't notice. Around here, skis are just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled? Oh, that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's just kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently Miss Junium was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Ja, oder halt die Mauer, ne? Aber was Neues habe ich jetzt hier nicht wirklich gesehen, oder? Habe ich irgendwas verpasst? Nee. Zwitscher, zwitscher. Nicht wirklich. Oh, was ist denn jetzt los?
Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell?
Oh.
So this is where you've been. Keep you nice and warm, I see.
Oh Gott, die Brücke? Detective, have you finished, Ripper?
The bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I let you...
Ich habe erst gelesen, I told you I'd let you down. Aber wow. Offenbar nicht.
Told you I'd let you know.
Well, 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 then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean.
Ah,
It's been a while. Scruffy.
It's... Miss...
Ist er direkt mal bewusstlos. Sister, please leave the investigation to me.
my. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control.
I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Apparently she is. Jetzt bin ich ja mal gespannt. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick? That voice. Ja, alle einmal jubeln. Sie ist offenbar schon mal noch am Leben. Und noch nicht eingefroren. Pearls!
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
Gibt es jetzt ein schönes Bild dazu? Oh, schade. Das wäre ein schönes Bild gewesen, wie sie sich jetzt umarmen. You were here ever since that night.
I was so lonely I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw the dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone.
She was all alone. Wait, so where's Maya? It must have been very trying for you, little girl.
You're...
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. And very humble. There's no need to worry now that I'm here.
You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year.
Well...
I don't like you.
Oh, shit.
You're nothing but a little girl without your whip.
Yeah.
Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Mystic Maya.
Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Oh. That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Echt? Meinst du, dass hier das Seil fehlt? Phoenix Wright. What? Would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know? Nee. Eigentlich nicht. Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way out here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Oops. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. Ich hab's gewusst. Als wir den das erste Mal gesehen haben, habe ich gesagt, da wird irgendwas drin verbrannt werden. Und wir werden es finden. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma. Vielleicht hat Pearls es einfach benutzt, um warm zu bleiben. I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of robo wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? Okay. Also ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass der Verbrennenofen hier wirklich einfach nur von Pearls benutzt wurde, weil die muss sich ja irgendwie die ganze Nacht warm gehalten haben, oder? The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix, right? She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. Aber das steht da tatsächlich. Okunoin. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix, right? Ow! You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Okay, na gut. What the hell? Was ist denn mit dem Bild da los? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Ja, erstmal, was ist denn hier los? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix, right? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why the scroll? Touch to see before and after view. Okay. Okay. The scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, master of the Kudain channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on the scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you would manage to get here faster than this. Oh,